Greetings guys, girls and everything in between. As long as you didn't follow me on Facebook or Instagram or anything like that, you see that I have got a new haircut. Yes, it's a Deathhawk. And if you're new to my channel, you maybe don't know it, but I've had a Deathhawk, or better to say a Mohawk, because I didn't have the little things right here at that time. About 2 years ago, maybe a bit more. And I decided to have a new one. The reason for that is very simple. I woke up one morning and I was like, this is boring. I had long hair, as you've seen in a couple of my videos maybe, and I thought it was really hard to style your hair if it's just very long. Because always if I would style it, I would just take tons of hair needles and put the sides of my hair to the back of my head, stuff like that. So I was like, hey, it's time for something new, something, individual, because no one has a Deathhawk on this planet. And I got this again. And I personally think it's way better when it comes to styling, because as you see, I don't have it all the way up in the air right now, but that's just what I like, a bit trashy, like you did it 1 week ago and it's still like this. So it's way more easy to style for me. So I thought, hey, let's make a quick talking tutorial. Tutorial? No, this is actually not a tutorial. Sorry for that, guys. Let's make a quick talking video about my new Deathhawk. And also, as you have probably read in the description or in the title or whatever, problems. I will start with that because I know myself, I will forget it if I don't tell it to you right away. The only real problem I have with my Deathhawk is other people. A Mohawk is something everyone has. Not everyone, but a lot of people have. A lot of people have side cuts, a lot of people have like an undercut, but you don't see a lot of people walking down the street with a fucking Deathhawk. And the big difference, if you don't know the difference between Mohawk and Deathhawk, to me personally, the only difference is that a Deathhawk has these little things right here, which kind of identify to, the Batcave, Deathrock, the old shit. And a Mohawk just doesn't have that, and that's actually, in my opinion, the only big difference. So why I put problems in the title is that a lot of people will actually make fun of you because of the little pieces you have here, which we call bat's wings in the goth subculture, however you want to call that culture these days. I don't really care. But well, like I said, a lot of people will make fun of you because they have never seen anything like that normally, and they really don't have a clue why you left this part of hair. And a lot of people find it ridiculous. And I must admit, it's also more like, it's something that means something to me. It's not like that I woke up one morning and I was like, hey, let's cut away all the hair on the sides and leave this little part. I must admit, I've got the idea from other goths or other Batcavers or however you want to call them. And to me it's also a bit like a statement, like, that is what I like and that is what I would consider myself to belong to. Because it's just something you actually only see in the goth subculture. But I will have I just want to give you a couple of tips or something like that. If you have a Deathhawk yourself, or if you consider to get a Deathhawk, I would say do it, by the way. It's awesome, you can style it basically any way you want. I also got this little dreadlock over here, which is actually, quick story, I got 2 little dreadlocks from my longer hair. I actually cut a long piece off, but since I didn't upload for a long time, you probably don't see that. And they had to cut away one of the dreadlocks, so I actually just put them together like this, and I personally like it. But well, what I like to do, if you have a Deathhawk and if someone comes to you and says, hey, why the fuck do you have those? That looks ridiculously, that looks crap, or whatever. Just make fun of it, They want you to be angry at them. They want you to have some kind of, you know, say something back, something negative. Maybe they even want to pick a fight with you. And the biggest and best thing you can do in any other similar situation or in that situation is just make fun of yourself, you know. That's what they don't expect, and if you make fun of yourself, they don't have to do it, and you're done with the whole. So a couple of things I like to say is, yeah, you know, I run out of money and I didn't have enough money for them to also cut away this piece and that piece, of course, or stuff like that. Or I ran out of time and they were cutting it and I was like, oh wait, I got a bus to get, and please stop at this moment. And that's how I got these, you know. Just don't take it too seriously, you know. And like I said, for me it works the best if you just make fun of yourself. Just laugh with them, like, you know, I look like crap because of these things and they forgot it. I ran out of money, I ran out of time, anything like that. And like I said, if you are thinking about getting a Deathhawk, I would definitely do it. The good thing is, I don't have a picture right now, but if you leave your pot of hair wide enough, I can put this up for a little moment. You see I got it like here and here. If you have it wide enough, you can also just put your hair together on the back of your head, and because of these little parts, you will most likely not even see that your sides are shaved off. So if you have some kind of trouble with jobs or stuff like that, that works fine. Like I said, when I put my hair on the back of my head together, like in a little ponytail or something like that, or in a man bun, whoa, you don't really see that my sides are shaved off. So the reason, by the way, why I don't make a new tutorial, if you want to see a new tutorial on how to put my Deathhawk up, you know, there are tons of YouTubers who have already did that. I know there are tons of YouTubers who have already talked about their amazing Deathhawk. I know, I'm as individual as a sheep, but like I said, go on YouTube. I've made a couple of videos too, actually, on how to style a Deathhawk or how to style your hair in general. So go watch them or go check other people's video on how to do it. Like I said, I personally think I've made enough hair tutorials for that, at least at the moment. So yeah, that was actually it. I know, a very short video, I apologize about that. You know, stress, stuff like that, I've said it 1,000 times. But yeah, now you know everything about my new, gorgeous Deathhawk. See you next time. And if you want any more info about my daily life or all the interesting and amazing things I do in my life, or however you want to call it, you can always follow me on Instagram or on Facebook, or subscribe to my YouTube channel. Leave a comment. I always try to comment on almost every comment I read, so if you want to do that, feel free. Have a great day.